The Mendon-Honeoye Falls-Lima Sentinel welcomes you to this edition of the Mayor's and Supervisors Weekly Update, brought to you by...
Each week, our community makes history. Each week, you make history. And each week, there's only one source to turn to for the first take on history. You know what that is? Subscribe to the Sentinel right now to discover the history being made in your own backyard.
The Mendon-Honeoye Falls-Lima Sentinel. More than just your news, it's your history.
Welcome to this week's edition of the Mayor's and Supervisors Update. I'm Chris Carosa, publisher of the Mendon-Honeoye Falls-Lima Sentinel, and each week we bring you the goings-on in the towns and villages that we cover. This week we'll be starting with Mike Falk. Mike, what's going on in Lima this week?
Hello, Chris. Thanks for having us all again. Today, this is airing on Sunday, so while I'm speaking, the German Festival is actually going on until 7 p.m. right out on Pond Road in Lima. Food, drinks, desserts, all kinds of performances, etc. The weather, I expect, is nice, so come on out and enjoy yourself. The 250th birthday of the United States Army is on June 14th. The Lima VFW Post 26 will be hosting a reception at 4 p.m. at the Normal Barbecue to commemorate this 250th birthday. The event is free, so the VFW is footing the bill for the soft drinks and the appetizers and the cake. So come on out and join us in celebrating the Army's 250th. At the joint town and village board meeting on June 3rd, it was approved to move forward with a joint grant application to get funds started for the process of a comprehensive plan update. Town and village will have to split the matching funds at a cost of no more than $5,000 each. At the subsequent town board meeting after the joint meeting, the formation of a solar committee to review and make recommendations to update our solar law outside the village. This is in response to the recent court case with the town of Athens, which has completely changed the way that large-scale solar companies are viewed. They are now viewed as utilities. Once the utilities get into the variance process, it's much easier. So an update of our law is definitely warranted. If you would like to join that solar committee, go ahead and call me here at the town hall, 582-1130, and we'll see about getting you on. We're still looking for probably another 8 people. On June 4th, at long last, we held the project kickoff meeting with Siemens Corporation for the project here in Lima. It is now underway, and we'll be seeing the different phases of the project starting. I believe the first thing you'll see will be some construction work over at the library. Please pardon our mess for the next 7 months or so as we work on the highway garage, the courthouse, the library, and the town hall. I'll keep everyone updated as the projects are completed. Lastly, congratulations to Joseph Bordeaux. He has been named as the Deputy Director for the Livingston County Office of Emergency Management. Joe is a Lima native, grew up here, and was a fire captain with the fire department here, and also an ambulance driver, and currently serves as a fire captain over in East Avon. So congrats to Joe. It's good to see one of our own grab one of those jobs to help keep us safe. And that's all I got, Chris.
All right. Thanks, Mike. Over to Rick in Honeoye Falls. Rick, what's happening in Honeoye Falls?
Hey, Chris, it's nice to see everybody today. Just a couple quick things for the village this week. Again, planning continues to move forward for our festival at the Falls, which is Saturday, August 16th. Again, as I've said in the past, and we'll continue to talk about this, the change this year is that we are going to have the festival on West Main Street from the Four Corners to Norton Street. We'll be shutting down that area on Saturday, the 16th, beginning early in the morning until about 5 p.m. at night. No parking. We'll have to have all cars moved, etc. But the festival, it's going to be a fun festival on the street. We've got a couple bands scheduled. Looking forward to our local restaurants taking part and maybe doing some specials so people can come in and grab a quick bite to go. And we will also still have a couple of food trucks and many vendors that will have a lot of wares to sell and a lot of nice things for people to look at. So we're looking forward to that. That's in the planning process. And again, appreciate the county's support in shutting down the road that day as well. Our Harry Allen Park project is finally getting set to begin. We have the old gazebo fenced off, cordoned off, if you will. We'll have some signage going up on that. And that gazebo will be begin to be dismantled, and a new gazebo built. Will be taking out all the commemorative bricks that were in the walkway going up to it. We're going to save those bricks and make sure that we alert people that if they want the brick that their family had purchased years and years ago to commemorate someone or a family member, they'll be able to get those picked up. But a whole new walkway will go in, new electric, just a lot of updates. And we also are going to have the old schoolhouse repainted in and out, inside and out, as well as the museum. So we're looking forward to this progress moving forward. Everything else from my standpoint has really been all about funding. That really is the crux of my job right now, is looking for funding. I spent the day Tuesday in Geneva at Hobart and William Smith colleges at a gathering with Empire State Development and the Finger Lakes Regional Economic Development Council, looking at funding opportunities. And our main crux, if you will, is to find more funding for our wastewater treatment plant project. This is going to be critical for the village moving forward. We absolutely have to build a new wastewater treatment plant. It's imperative for the future of the village, for our development, for our businesses and residents. We have already received some funding, but there's a lot more that we want to get. We do not want to put this all on the taxpayers. So we're working hard from a pro-housing standpoint to standard state funding and even federal funding. We're going after all we can get for this project. So that is really going to be the focus of my job, is really to find more funding for this project, which is absolutely critical. So we'll continue to do that. We'll continue to keep people up to date. And I will say at every village meeting moving forward, we're going to be having specific agenda items to talk about this wastewater treatment plant project, because we need to engage our community and business residents as best we can. And we are going to want to ask our community and our businesses for letters of support for this project. When you're going after funding, these community letters of support are crucial. So we're going to be asking for that, and we're hoping our community will step up and provide those letters of support. More to follow on that. Chris, thanks for the opportunity.
Thanks, Rick. Now it's John. John, what's moving in Mendon?
Well, a couple things. First of all, as we all know, the weather has been, it's either been raining or mowing your lawn. And if you're mowing your lawn, please don't have the clippings end up in the streets. It can be dangerous for both bicycles and motorcycles. Keep the clippings on your property. Road work, which will start on June 19th in the town of Mendon, is Mendon Center Road from Route 65, which is Clover Street, to Route 251, which is in Mendon Center, basically. Most people know that. And Parish Road from Route 64 to the Ontario County line. Those are the two immediate. There is road work planned throughout the summer. The spray park is open and we've had a couple of warm days lately and it's been well attended. A reminder, it's 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. and it's open every day. And we have an agenda item for our town board meeting on June 9th, which is going to be considering a new law regarding temporary signs. They're assuming the board takes action on June 9th. There will most likely be a public hearing on July 14th. We want to hear from residents regarding these signs. They have become a nuisance in many situations. Also, right now there's a lot of graduate signs out there. Our intent is not to remove those signs. We would ask that all of our residents remove those after graduation because you might want to keep them. We're not interested in taking those down, but you can't leave them up all summer. We received all our flowers from Monroe County in bloom, which is a very nice thing that the county makes available to our towns. And if you look at the flowers in the hamlet, the flowers at Town Hall, and the flowers at the community center, most of those were provided by the In Bloom program, and we certainly appreciate that coming from the county. Regarding recreation, there is going to be a committee meeting in June regarding the recreational fields that are available throughout our community. And I'm going to use community as being not only inclusive of the town of Mendon, but of various things like the school, the village, et cetera. We're asking for representatives. We're trying to judge on what needs there are in the community going forward. And just for everyone's sake, the town of Mendon does provide several recreation activities for people. On Semmel Road, we have the tennis courts, the softball or baseball field, playground, basketball court, soccer fields, and of course the spray park. In Mendon Center, there is the pickleball / tennis courts. Those courts are marked for both pickleball and tennis. And there also is a pavilion that not many people know about behind the community center. And it is available for use of our residents. It's not in the greatest condition. And quite frankly, if more people used it, we probably would make some upgrades to that. Let's see. Oh, lastly, there is if you're a resident of the town of Mendon, there is not any primary election in June of 2025, regardless of your party affiliation. You're probably going to hear something in the news and in the papers and et cetera about primaries. It is not for town of Mendon residents. And that pretty much covers it for this week.
All right. Thanks, John. Rick, Mike, anything more to add? Nope. Thank you all for being here, and thank you all for watching. Remember, this program airs every Sunday at 1 p.m. on our Facebook page and YouTube channel. Like the page or subscribe to the channel, and those platforms will notify you when the show begins. Otherwise, you can read the transcript in next week's paper. That's all for now. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
Imagine yourself communicating with a difference. Pan-Dimensional Solutions helps you do this. Whether live spectator events, taped broadcasts, or real-time audience-engaging programs, you can benefit immediately from the tools Pan-Dimensional Solutions will share with you. Do you want to make a difference? Contact us at pandimensional.com.